Listen today, listen today, listen today, listen today, listen
talking to Pastor one Sunday, and he asked me a question. He said, we were talking about ordainship. And he asked me, he said, son, call me son, call me baby boy, I guess. The new one here. He asked me, was I ready to be ordained? And my answer to him was, it's up to you. I'll follow what you say. That's because he's my shepherd. So I have to follow what my shepherd says. It also goes into honor. Thank you, Father. That's another sermon. So I have to honor my shepherd. Because we all have shepherds in our lives. But we know who our chief shepherd is.
Also. That's right,
our chief shepherd is God in heaven. That's our chief shepherd. Let me slow down. Let me go on to my text. I'm reading from Psalms 23.
Let's see.
When you get it, say amen.
Amen.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Yes, he is.
I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely, I like that word. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Let's see.
Receive it. I look at this as part 2 of the Lord is my shepherd. Because the first part was already done by my brother, Baz. Began to think he was looking through my book. But I'm going to concentrate more. Something about that oil. Something about that anointing oil. See, because I want to go into more of what this oil really does. So I'm going to do my best to break it down as much as I can.
Take your time.
Now, I know in the beginning, say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. What we have in God is greater than what we have in life.
That's right.
We may see the nice, shiny things out there, but I was always told that everything that shines is not gold. We must know the voice of our shepherd when he calls us.
That's right.
Because he knows us individually, name by name. So when he calls you, we just have to learn to listen.
Yes, sir.
Listen. Because the way the world is now, you don't know what to listen to.
All right.
Especially with our youth.
Yes, sir.
They see the flashy things on TV. They see the nice things, the nice cars. But then they don't understand the sacrifices that most of them had to do to get it. And sometimes it's more of a selling their soul just to be rich. So I'm going to concentrate on the oil, on how it helps. Because it covers a multitude of things. It just don't cover just touching you on the head and send you to your seat. No, it's more than that.
Talk, sir.
3 reasons why the sheep receive oil. And I'm going to come from what the shepherd does. Number 1, it's because of bugs.
All right.
Sheep Sheep attract flies.
All right.
These flies travel up the sheep's nose and lay eggs, which turns into worms that can burrow into the sheep's head.
Yeah.
Then the sheep will bang their heads trying to get rid of the irritation.
Yeah.
So each day the shepherd pours oil on the sheep's nose and the flies slide out instead of flying in.
That was right there. That be right there.
In the world today, we go through things.
All right.
We have depression, heartbreak,
Yes, sir.
the loss of a loved one. Or we can just hear things that get into our heads at work or at home, or someone telling you what you can't do or what you're not going to be. You're not worth nothing.
Yeah.
Those things tend to go in our heads and they burrow, and then we're trying our best to get it out by doing things other than God.
Yeah.
So we start looking for attention in drugs, or we start looking for attention in the streets and running to the clubs and thinking that we're going to find what God has already laid right there before you.
Wow.
So when we're out there as sheep and he's our shepherd, we tend to want to run off because we think that there's something better. And then we go out there and we get caught up in these bugs in our head, and it circulates down to our heart. So we get stuck. But guess what? The good news is he's going to come for you. And he's going to stretch his hand down toward you. And it's up to you if you're going to take his hand. But then when you take his hand, he's going to anoint you with the oil. He's going to make you brand new. He's going to put you back on the same track. Yeah, it may take several times because we're not perfect.
All right.
And God knows that. That's why there's mercy and there's grace.
Yeah.
Because at times we don't deserve it, but he continues to give it to us.
Yeah.
So we constantly banging our heads up against the wall when we don't have to. So all you have to do is cry out, because when a sheep gets stuck, what does he do? He's crying. And the shepherd, he hears it.
Yeah.
And he goes directly to where his sheep is. And then he'll go and he'll pick them up. And he hold them close to him. And take them back where he belongs. So that's the first point of what a shepherd does with the oil for the bugs. And I call it the bugs of life.
Yeah.
That's in your head.
Yeah.
Number two,
Man.
butting heads.
Budding heads.
A shepherd knows his sheep will clash sometimes. As he can't prevent it, so he puts oil on their heads. When they clash their heads, they glance off without doing any harm to each other. How many times have we have conflict with a loved one? Or have conflict with a coworker? Or you just have conflict with yourself? Because at times you will butt your own head. So therefore God has to anoint you with that oil, because when he anoints you with that oil, he gives you the heart to invite your enemies to the table with you. Now it's the enemy's choice. But he gives you to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a time, because if you're a godly person, you're not going to butt heads. You're going to try to find the better solution, which is God's word.
Yeah.
That is the best solution.
Yeah.
So he anoints your head with that oil so you can go to your enemies and say, you know what? I forgive you.
Wow.
You know, invite them to your house. Invite them to sit at your table. Show them what love is, because maybe they don't know what it is. Some people don't know and grow up with love and know what love is about.
Preach.
So you have to invite them.
Yes, sir.
I know it may hurt. Pride is a strong thing. But you have to put that pride away, because if you don't invite him, then God can't bless you.
Wow, Reverend. Good point.
So your blessings is what gets you to heaven. Your faith. You have to constantly keep your eye on the shepherd.